Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Let me start with a question. Have you ever looked back about your some decisions you thought, what was I thinking? Does I have lack of knowledge? No. Does I have lack of information? No. What was the problem there? Maybe I should have been known better or more. Usually, we live in the world where we respect the degrees, we respect the titles, we respect the so-called, you can say, labels. So, some of the bad decisions I have seen in my career are made by the most intelligent people in the room. How I know this? Because I worked with them and sometimes I was one of them. Engineers, doctors, professors, usually we all expect something from them. We believe Dr. Sahib knows very well. Professor Sahib knows much better than everyone. Cybersecurity professional, we believe that he knows everything. But reality is a little different. They often do it, but not every time. Let me share with you some real my experiences of the life, because I belong from the diverse industry. My background is from the cybersecurity. Being a PhD doctor, I am an AI researcher, and then also I belong to the academia as well. So in that context, I worked in the several renowned worldwide universities. Even some of them are top QS ranked universities. So let me start with about some case studies of the, I will not say the case studies, I will say the real experience. When previously I was working in Pakistan in cybersecurity department in a defense organization, they invested a huge money on their cybersecurity. They bought their tools from the international vendor. The system was certified. They trained their technician from some international organization. So on paper, everything was right. When we was deploying the system, at that time, some our sub-engineers reported some anomaly, but the leader of that project refused by saying this, that our system is certified. The vendor is international and have all international certifications. ये कैसे हो सकता है? And just after few days, system collapsed and all of you suffered. I will not take here the blame or name of the organization, but I hope most of you know this. So what was the problem? Problem was not, you can say, in the system. Tools was there, cautions was there, but was human negligence. So we neglect what we see. We believe on dashboard, that dashboard everything is okay. And if we talk about AI and automation currently, our loans are approved in the banks through the AI. Our air traffic control system is controlled by AI. Everywhere, every day, we are facing that the world is step by step moving to the automation. And we believe on the dashboards instead of what we are observing. In technical term, we called it AI biased, because we cannot say that we are losing control on AI because AI is smarter. I believe we are losing control on AI because smart people stopped thinking. They believe on dashboard. They don't believe what they see. They don't believe what they observe actually. And especially if we talk about our education system, we teach students how to answer. What is answer? We never teach them what to question and how to question or how to think about it. So recently when I had practiced in some international academia, then what I observed very deeply, either their curriculum is based on, they are focused on how to think. If curriculum is not focused and they feel they have judgment system, if they feel that the students have less ability, they emphasize to take the students an extra course, which title have the different titles in different universities, just like in CUHK, I am teaching there. So we have the course title as a critical thinking, which is mandatory for every major as a 1 credit hour. So this is how they upgrade their education system. How they, you can say, train their students, train their system, not just what to answer, they train them how to answer or how to think smartly and how to think. Because when you have just lot of knowledge, you have social media every day, you are having millions of videos, and you have no ability to analyze that where the bias occurs. Which video, just like my previous speaker here, they mentioned that you should have ability. Then how this ability comes? When you have ability to question, not just that you believe on your intelligence. So when you will question is not about negativity. Question is about to the deeply understand. It's not helps just in your daily life or education. It helps you everywhere, in your family, in your education system, even in our CUHK. When a PhD student enters, the first course or we teach them, that is the critical thinking. Why we teach that student a critical thinking? Because in PhD, in research, many researchers are here. So I hope they will endorse. The most critical part is to find the problem. You can find the problem when you think like a detective. When you think like you have caution in your mind. When you have cautions in your mind, then you will find exactly the problem is. So if I summarize this, so actually when we are talking about the critical thinking, then we should know that how to question, the most important, and how to make our knowledge based on our previous all information or knowledge. So usually whenever we are facing in the real world or in our education system or in our practical life, because we are trained to answer the questions and we have the model answers, but in practically the life do not have model answers. Life always give you the challenges, and whenever the smart people, they are not trained in the stress environment. They are not trained, they are always trained for the ideal environment, but life do not have the ideal environment. So what I observed, being a researcher or being academician as well, so most of the decision, the intelligent people made not by the ignorance, they are made due to the certainty. Because we usually think when we have some titles, when we have some degrees, we think we are everything. We stop learning actually. We don't have ability to accept criticism. When we will be open and we focus on intellectual humility, then we will accept criticism. We will always think what's missing. How, if someone is not agree, then why? So, in short, I will finish here with some just like one sentence. It is not very dangerous if a leader or you can say the smart people or you can say the intelligent people say that I don't know. The most dangerous when we are saying we are sure or I am sure, it is the most dangerous. So because we are making the full stop, we are closing the all environment that we are not ready to accept any other argument, any other comment. So this is the red line which puts us in more danger. Thank you very much.